yao. And I didn't want to hear you. I can hear issue on here. Causing financial loss, baby. We got that jail. We got that deal because there's no reason why. I also signing power purchasing agreements. I need to get it all. People don't read. Me patron generation we more read you. Generation we more read. NBC we they have super majority in parliament, but Ghana need be our Ghana need our citizen. And they was say very important to you. They say you must read the fine details, the terms of contract. You don't want taxpayers' money. Now what you talk about you be strain anado. You be strain about me. Masa who strain no one strain you do taxpayers' money. Na you be koto kaniano. You debate you about miaka. Who pempo you debate you about miaka. You debate you anado nka. You can send him till thy kingdom come. You do tax no bet you aneka. You do tax better petrol mano. You do tax better adiania mano. Understand the issue broadly.
She doesn't understand the issues and acting as if she understands the issues. That's my problem with this international transfer something. My issue with this thing, I don't know. Wabon on DUMSOR wabon. You see what they are trying to do?
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Now, some JANDAM be a koso e Ghana. And let's get this right. We are Ghana in our Shemia. Governance is very difficult. We nyansenia na we ndi uswa obebre. And we need to get this right. For the past 8 years, obi a Ghana bia ehu se anase enim se Nana Addo Dankwa no baumia MPP abanwe almost say Ghana. And there's one thing I like about John Mahama and Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. And even after they took over 3 days, I've not heard anything like blame. This NDC government, the leader of this government, John Mahama, and then the Vice President Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Prof. I've not heard a word that you're friendly blame from their mouth. The word Amati Free Mahama no eye. We will solve it. Any problem that is there is solvable. You best solve a problem, yeah. Anything that is making anyone panic, it's a problem, no, or best solve it, and that gives me hope. It gives me hope because then I know, say, I have a leader who knows, say, problem, but he's very optimistic. He's very focused. He's focused on the ball. On him say, "Obetuma solve a problem no." And you can see clearly say we now have a government that is ready to work, to serve. And it gives every single Ghanaian governance, it gives them hope. Also, right now, as you people live in Ghana, everybody is calm. Obia are calm and collected. Businessmen are calm. They are now trying to look into their books to rearrange things. And I'm going to study it. Businessmen, they are calm. Send the Unam Ghana, you could see, say, people, Ghana, so there's no tension. Even though people are hopeful, and that is what we needed, and we've been wanting for the past 8 years. We needed a government that will make us hopeful and no say we have hope in them. After the 7th of January, December, majority of Ghanaians, you could see that tension in the system. On radio, on TV, you could see it's gone. And that Ghana need to be having a conversation without thinking, say, maybe can't same way manipebi tumana. All those people who were hiding under the carpet today are coming out to advise John Mahama. The interesting part of the whole thing, and I say, there were people who were part of this MPP government that destroyed this nation. Today, they are suggesting ideas for John Mahama. It's very interesting. Ask yourself why. Because even them, no, they know, say, Mahama, NDC are smart and they will deliver. Inti enye kura no so ye Ghana ni na wo ye sofo na wo ka no kura we imam now kind of cry. So we are comfort now kind of cry. So we are Ghana ni papa now kind of cry. You could see, say, even though John Mahama be the president 3 days, everything looks hopeful. There's hope. You can see, say, like the country is breathing some fresh air. Majority of you people can see it. And you can feel it. Let me say that. You can feel it. You see it. You're like, what has changed? Nothing has changed. What has changed is that you made a decision to change your life. Into that baby and everybody was tensed, scared, it's gone. Why? Because at least you can believe, say, no Pokwajiman, she has a lot to lose, so she will not disappoint you. When you say John Mahama has done it before and he can do it, a hope, and hope is what build nations. A hope, GDA. Because in the first place, a GDA and a unya or John Mahama ni NDC mu and then no Pokwajiman mu, the vice president, and I would do me more. When there's no hope, governance collapses. A hope na governance. You can say a hope. And because of the hope na John Mahama muno, you could see, say, businessmen are relaxed. They know, say, in the near future, things are going to fall in place. I hope yadiji loan. I hope any yadiji osumbidi and I yadi hukodom osumi. I hope everything is based on hope. You are hoping, you believe, say, so hope way intina ema udi Roma sorichi. Hope when a di Pentecost, hope when a Tomajo Mahama, sa hope no, and then the kuta is here. We as Ghanaians and the people feel, say, Ghana is back, Ghana is open for business, and you see hundreds of leaders around the world are omuba Ghana on the inauguration day because they see, say, right now the country is ready for business. But you have to understand to say, we as Ghanaians, knowing the damage I kufuado ene baumia we as Ghanaians, there are people amongst us, they don't want us to prosper. So don't get it wrong. There were 4 million people who voted for Baumia. 4 million. Meaning, your 4 million people in Ghana, Omuti Ghana, they don't want this administration to go on, to succeed. It don't underestimate nipa biso mwo Ghana omuye nipa bonifua. Upon all that they saw, they still wanted Baumia and Kufuadum to destroy us more. Don't make it look like this is it. John Mahama Winnie, everybody wants Mahama to succeed. No. And the most dangerous thing in say, as a third world country, we rely a lot on other people to give us information. Ghana baby a African country, a third world country. And to say America, Akorakura with these 7 years have access to information. Obu or Ghana no with 40 years or university crowd does not have access to that information. And you need to understand, say, yet a cry. So many people are ignorant about the issues. And that 4 million people, no, some of them in there want to take advantage of majority of them. If you don't underestimate some people who have made it mission say whatever the NDC government will do, they will not let Ghana move forward. They will find a way to make Ghanaians feel say they have made a mistake by voting for the NDC. And it has started showing. It has started showing on our radios. It has started showing on our TVs. And always make a Ghana for you have to be careful about some people calling themselves analysts and journalists. Dangerous people. Some of them, especially when it comes to Ghana, there are so many people who are into journalism not because they wanted to be journalists, because somebody told them that they can speak, because somebody told them that Ejuma way they fool, because they felt to say if they sit on radio in their family, nobody has sat on radio to speak before, so it makes them better than their family members. Majority of the people you see on TV and radio every morning and evening sitting and talking, 90% of them calling themselves journalists. They don't have passion for the work they are doing. They are there to create an impression. They are there to feel better than some people. They are there to make you think they are smart, but they are not. And those are the people, majority, we need to be very careful about. Now, John Mahama, Ebedi president, and they can 3 days. Just 3 days. 3 days na kasa krampo endru papa. Yatena Ghana krom ha 8 years. We saw the siwo eyedien Ekufuado ne Baomia abreso 8 years. 8 solid years. Today all the journalists sitting on TV and radio, some of them, they were with us. They started with us. And when I say they started with us, Omoni and started Ekufuado abino. Every single step Ekufuado abino, every single single decision Ekufuado abino eteki ebiano. These so-called journalists who are Ghanaians, they were with us. They know. Now, 3 days for Pepe John Mahama be the president. Free SHS. Let your children come to school with Gary, Shito, others. Eye Chas, Edge's parents. Eye headmasters of more Ghana nyinano. Any school from Penifo Ghana nyinano say enkorano eba school this month. Awofo moma mo Gary, Shito moma mo aduane no mo famra. That is what headmasters no aka achira awofo no. Nobody has said say you free SHS. Nobody. John Mahama be president 3 days. Remember, 3 days, John Mahama and GG revenue more than 1 billion Ghana. 3 days, 3 days, John Mahama at the end of the day, tam Ghana sika, fan koye anything personal. Technically, John Mahama adebi obetu yebiano ontu fan nsanka ba kumpo. So as we speak, John Dramani Mahama as president now, 3 days, he has not actually made any decision about affecting any of these things. Which means to say, send the headmaster signal about Bontan catch them say more money bus school or it means the problem was there. It means just 3 days ago that problem existed. Remember, Mahama has been president for 3 days. In the Sunday, dollar nedu 20. I saw Tia say 3 days ago what was there and Emma dollar nedu 20 ne. So for anyone to sit on TV or on radio to tell you say John Mahama was say the issue of free SHS no the fault on no case of solving in 3 days na John Mahama in office no. Or they compare 8 years now, Nana Danko for the DNA went to Manya John Mahama also solve a problem in ne. So what is original radio so kasa seminar? Sani pano prekuba. Sani pano oyeni pa yenene jene. And this is what the NPP, this is what they want to do. This is what they want to sow. This is the kind of JANDAM they want to start building and putting into the heads of people. On besom the sign more with 2 Ghana for team. John Mahama problem on the buy. Oba starting free SHS 4 years, 3 years, 2 years ago. John Mahama be the president 3 days. Say, yeah, teacher for the case of move you and John Mahama the cause here. Now, I want to take this one after the other. School feeding caterers beseech gender ministry over non-payment of arrears. Where right before John Mahama became president. Omo Emma enkwara duane no. And another Danko Kufuado, omo demonstrations over 12. Abiding to your moka. Near Tiha, and your kosa, and moana say, and the Adema school for D and be wooye. For 8 years, Obian Kasa. John Mahama be the president 3 years, sir. Almost a problem when you John Mahama ne kosi Sana NPP media, Sana NPP 4%. Omo pese omo to Ghana for team because omo will say bonina omo dino. So man started at Shrona. There's no way MPP no in the next 36 years omo power. Enti yetia omo di aduane man kwara di o school no. Sanko for demonstration about 15 times abesin ne. John Mahama about power 3 days. Say John Mahama nkofa sika on solve sa problem in 3 days. Maybe a simple question. In the 3 days that John Mahama be the president, Sanyo may see what Nanado Danko Kufuado abreso about free SHS in Abesin deno. Sanko for and Omuti radio so Kasan, did they see it? Omuye time na ye feeding kwarano with a more assay laments rice, time na a teacher for no ebi air complaining say in kwarano mo school no omo kobo jantra if we say school na aduane ni ho no time ye gi aduane contract free buffer stock in same education minister di twum e koma ni nua ewo free SHS secretariat ana aduane ne ba no sankofo ende omo kasa asem nyina na omo wo krom ha. But there's one good thing about the AC nyina no, nobody has been able to tell Ghana for say John Mahama be twa free SHS. Me man go free SHS. Man go be da. And me aduane di ya kopim ze me school. Since at least for now we know say obi antumi mpagya ni munka say Ghana way free SHS no John Mahama twem. Omo etua sika ma omo se omo fa ma eye den omo be man kwara duane no sika no modi enso ye de ahye John Mahama ne NDC say omo ntua. Now NPP4 ebe use omo media houses because you need to understand one party no enshada ni leader bia party no omo enshada ni any message again for you Ghanaians. The NPP no had destroyed Ghana to the point whereby they think say when they go back now so almost started atro na sa atro no ebema Ghana for adwene asesa, and that will be their message for the next 4 years atro. Now listen, Chadie, we Ghana Parents Parents Teachers Association more Ghana nyina almost say aban no ento schools nim e say aduane sem ayedin sa asem we ka asem we January 10th 3 days Papa John Mahama be the president. Aduane sem enwe adin almost 6 years in the free SHS, but we never saw such a bold statement from PTA for we know the crow because Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo anybody umia wo power no almost sideline PTA for mema awofo no enka nkora na aduane ho sem biem omo nkofie enti ande Akufo-Addo ba umia no awofo kora na omo school awose omo tumi di omo no tumi bi no awofo no na aban hu omo so omo agimi enti nkora no kodru school a ye ma omo aduane a awofo no ni sei ende awofo na nkasa ba bonten say John Mahama aban no on make sure say eye enuane sem ne atoto ansa na we bie school no nti awofo no parents ni teachers no oma kamuti abom say aban no enhye na nya aduane papa bi a enkora beba school abedi a mema yem bie SS no mo nko ebi so mo hu ni say enkora na ekọ no omo nya aduane ndi. But you know the funny thing, parents any teachers we no time na Akufo-Addo was so na sa problem we wo ho, and now yes several mumma poisonous their rice, but they were never bold to make such a statement on TV because adentra they were scared of Akufo-Addo. No musro Bawumia, no musro Akufo-Addo. Teachers became criminals on campuses. Oke's headmaster, one of the most corrupt headmasters in Ghana, and also John Mahama government, Sakwano, you relieve him of his position and jail him, the Oke's headmaster. He was the guy who led the distribution of poison rice in Kumasi. But all these things happen. PTA for Moman Kasa, but and the PTA are bold to speak. Why? Because they know John Mahama is an intelligent, wise president who listens. They know Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the vice president, is an intelligent woman who listens. They know that the NDC government always listens and take decisions that favors their ward. And the teacher for the say, Mr. President in NDC abai say duane ready amembie schools no. Today they have hope. That is what I was telling you. And can you hope on John Mahama administration, President Mahama, any president a year Nana Opoku-Agyeman administration and can omun to me bold and make a statement way. But I was telling you, enyansa phone doso Ghana pa and mumudu doro na muyi John Mahama as president and Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman as vice. But the NPP think last me can have me say we a journalist to Ghana. Not deliberately, we are going to say you will use your mic to misinform. You will come after you. We will come after your personality, or we come after the radio station. Because Kenya Ghana phone come together. And the boy Eddie no kure echichere man we Eddie John Mahama anka because of you people. atro amudi no radio sintinke kro we nke democracy nyina hweye. Into at this point, anybody who tries to take us back is an enemy. You have to be taken care of. Into a journalist means country will say men ka John Mahama any NDC government wants them. But when you come on radio, make sure say asemna wo canon or facts. Don't just do it because you think some people will applaud you and you think say, oh yeah, my NPP and not NDC looking bad. So we are journalists to Ghana and there. And this is a warning to some of you guys. We are journalists to Ghana and then we Jina TV so ka asemna unim say enya no kre. We need the facts to back it. When you step out of the radio station, you are an enemy to the state. People will attack you. Your job ethics nature say, whatever you say in your radio or on your TV station, it should be factual. Now listen to this.
On the 7th of January 2025 year, and Yadia Financial Mampain John Dramani Mahama Sem Nkaniasam Bisi Basa Free Senior High School Bisi Basa. Me was Fasia from me was it uncle nam say huh dear some naba was it omun video ya yesi can the 12 and di school nam say wow and a dear ma headmasters and head teachers no kwatu abeti MPP no and am chere wase no and this for Caterer a church for pay for sa yan this near war power no near this camamo one am kodwom metron and one hwan beza o mo na koto aduane no e de bran kura no ti nya sika di ye wie sika gu ebotom MPP aban ba ye nya sika ni ye timi nya sika because with the free senior school aduane no o mo na supply enti yenya MPP aban na yentimi mokro no ye ne aban obetra konwa so obewia Ghana sika enka mom no metra konwa so ne mokro no na uye parent na etoda bi na storm ba osumu ba areho ba na wuhu na ya chenchera cheche ade abufo show mu ena ya bra mo ena o se okosi Caterer ena hwan eno man ketenketi a eni kwansem obufu na de kwoto abati MPP na NDC Mahama betra konwa so na ekose ya o se yesu o so ne ne ya he ye hu hie aka me nko a church for mpanyifo no we yesu wo chasefo mo kra mo nya de hwenia kasa.
So this is what is happening on radio. Asasi radio Gabi Ocheda Akodia. And this man is an enemy of the state. Baby Abe share be able to my question no. About Nyoma Okano radio no so. Wherever you meet him, he's an enemy. Because we are talking about our education in Ghana and how you bet me abon buying. And me busi ni kobi. Wosu busi ni kobi. It is when people sit on radio to misinform the system to destroy what we have to protect her. That person has to be destroyed first. Into this guy you are seeing, I'll get his name, I'll get where he lives. We need to question him wherever you see him. Now the reason why we need to question him is simple. Original radio no so no or say free SHS no NDC for any teacher for listen to him very well. Or starting or say on anyone fast be friend no eka che de say what fa. And they go school eduane ni ho John Mahama di president 3 years. School you be how many days? When did he realize to say enkwara no school eduane ni wo? He needs to prove to Ghanaians to say time na ekufu ado teso no akwara bia no school bia the school feeding was perfect and every kid was eating perfectly. So when to me prove sir I will see at the end sake kano wherever he goes to eat, wherever he goes to sit, baby oti, I will let you know. Ne yire ne ma, I will let you know. We will let Ghanaians go after him because the statement he's making, a statement about to destroy Ghana's education. Now that was one statement he made. The second statement was that headmasters any NDC abino omo ye ewifu a omo ya madwene say NDC aban no e ka kire Ghana for say omo pese omo hand over school feed no edema headmasters no any headmistress no emo mo ekoto aduane de be feed nkwara no sa eye so called pig kwasiampanyi we gina radio say our facts e kire say headmasters no ya kromfo omo ne NDC aban no ya kromfo ena oma ka muti abom se omo bewia man no enu ntina oma gi aduane ne se NDC person omo di aduane ne toda ma school for no he needs to prove it. In fact, Charles, they need to sue him for him to come and prove to Ghana for say he and a headmasters any headmistress any NDC government kotna ye ka say beso bo Ghana krono inti koye den de eye aduane ne toto no ama headmasters no se ne be ya headmasters ne be wie sika na eye NDC aban ne be wie sika. This guy is a target. When you meet him you can strike him wherever this guy is. Be obepie ewia anajo. He's not on radio to help Ghana until he comes out to prove to Ghana for John Mahama is president for 3 days until this pig who was employed or has been employed by a pig like Gabi Ochredako Ojina TV so eka kire say or no our evidence say teacher for any NDC aban omo ye wifo enunti ena omaka omuti abom say the policy a John Mahama ne NDC person de ba ama respective teachers and headmasters etumi egisika wa ban okoto omo anka se duane be feeding kwara no a plan to steal from the people. Into this radio presenter when your opportunity to speak in mic or catch we are seeing as a teacher for you for aban so ye wi efri say aban policy bi a wa campa onya implement here no teacher for you for a omo person yesa. The teachers have to sue. He needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt to say our evidence to prove say teachers omo Ghana headmasters any aban way omo ye yufo no mumienu. And I'm sending this message to NCA. I am sending message to Ghana Journalistic Association. This guy needs to leave radio. We are talking about our education. So when free radio ma, we will send people to attack him. Education is dear to me and is dear to every single Ghanaian. Ya masa de in sibium. And you rather die than for this country to go down. Into more my margin said this is what you are going to do. This is your plan. Me, I have no problem when you sit on radio with your facts. I have no problem when you let the people know, say, we enemy engineer so, we enemy evidence, we enemy fact. I have no problem. But so be radio so. Now we are watching say, obe two foot Ghana fueni. Now baby, we almost lost our democracy. You want to take us back, then you go down first. So I am sending a message to the GJA president. Tomorrow morning, I will send you a personal message. I'm sending a message to NCA, NMC. This assassin radio presenter needs to be off radio. And yes, sir, we will attack him because we cannot allow people to use this kind of disinformation and misinformation to destroy this nation. No, NCBM. So this man, Mr. P, Mr. S, get me his full details. Get me his full details. I am going to publish a dial dem baby because you see, we cannot allow this to go on. No. Yam penimas hadye wenkosu biam. It needs to stop. Journalism needs to be clean. It needs to help. We are not going to allow you people because mo party free power anti mo de atrobe say chrono education. We will not allow that. John Mahama has been president for 3 days. Yeah. Time Nana Dankwe Kufuado and Baumi so. School feeding caterers. How many demonstrations are here? These are caterers.
We are also pleading to His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado, the father who listens to the voice of the children, that we are pleading. We don't know what will happen to us when we hand over the baton to His Excellency Mahama.
Government is owing us 10 and the first 2024. And already, anytime we ask of our money, they only tell us next week, next month, ending, middle of the month. Then we are going up to today. Some of us, we have position in the party, and now our party is no more. So who is going to pay us? We can't rely on the next government.
School caterers, MPP for. Almost said their party is going out of power. Who is going to pay them? Women and was feeding Korano. Now the Danko for them MPP no, they decided not to pay them. Kwasia, why who fees a apofi? When you tantantai kwasia to abegina radio so kekan kwasia sem. Ya di ensabe kekan. I am telling you, we are not going to hide. We are not going to cover the words again. Whoa, say this guy wamba radio so I'm retract his statement. No, Asasi radio ni abese no. We are going to protect our education. We are going to protect Ghana. Most sankwasiafo we be. We will use you as scapegoat. Yabama Ghana for journalists for be no my imagine say. I want to bettina radio so can be no more from wedi na say no. More you go into your graves for them to learn sense from you people where you end. Into this guy at Asase. Mr. P, Mr. S, pull him out for me. Sakwawe. He's an enemy. Baby obesia ni bia. Busa the questions asama oka no ngina so wen. Headmaster ni be na okoti say all catcher with evidence say omone aban ni komutira bom abedupe Ghana for emfa school. Eye the free SHS aduane ne nko. Give us the fact and evidence. He's in Kumasi and we have people on the ground in Kumasi. By tomorrow, Akwa Wenti Monday, I'll be on air. I'll give every detail about his life. Baby odidi, baby oda, ne yire ne ma, kwa siya wenti, Ghana school betuma say. This guy.
On the 7th of January 2025 year, and yadia financial Mampayin John Dramani Mahama and Sem Nkaniasam Bisi Basa Free Senior High School Bisi Basa. Me was Fasia from me was it uncle nam say huh dear some naba was it omun video ya yes can the 12 jani di school nam say wow and a dear ma headmasters and head teachers no kwatu abeti MPP no and am chere wase no and this for Caterer a church for pay for sa yan this near war power no near this camamo one am kodwam metron and one hwan beza o mo na koto aduane no e de brankura no ti nya sikadi ye wie sikagu ebotom MPP aban ba ye nya sikani ye timi nya sika because with the free senior school aduane no o mo na supply enti yanya MPP aban na yentimi mokro no ye ne aban obetra konwa so obewia Ghana sika enkamom no metra konwa so ne mokro no na wo ye parent na etoda bi na storm ba osumu ba areho ba na wo hu na ya chenchera cheche ade abufo show mu ena ya bramo ena o se okosi Caterer ena hwan eno man ketenketi a eni kwansem obufu na de kwoto abati MPP na NDC Jamahama betra konwa so na ekose ya o se yesu
so this guy, he needs to come prove on air, and yes, I will be attacked because what he did there, a bit must say educational. And I'm sending a warning to the Ghana Journalists Association. They need to release a statement. I'm sending this warning to the NMC. I'm sending this warning to Asasi Radio. This your presenter until he comes on TV and radio to prove with facts that John Mahama's administration, they met headmasters. Caterer almost say, omune NDC administration ebe come trouble abe wiesi kanti no mutuma NDC. Until that is proven, this guy can never walk on the streets of Kumasi again. Gabi Ochida kwe we are enough money. And we be a radio na kwasia te se wabetena so and we misinform disinform asante mine. you go before Gabi Ocheda kono betwa. This is a straight warning. We will dig this guy wherever he goes to eat. Baby or didi, baby ne yire ne ma if your team. I'm giving 48 hours. I'll bring everything on air and we will make sure. So I am giving him 48 hours till Monday. He needs to come on radio. Two things. He needs to be on his radio and say what he said was wrong and he does not have facts. If he's able to give us facts to support in some of Kafa teachers, any John Mahama's administration, I will not speak about him again. But so when to prove it on Monday, we will send people after him and say, "Nyana, Sasa radio, no, it will be bent down." It's a fact. Because the misinformation and disinformation, we will end it. We will build this nation. Ghana. It's up to him. I am not going to speak on this matter again. I say, Kevin, you're dangerous. It's not part of journalism. Journalism, Rwanda, yeah. Oh, what Kevin is doing, dangerous. So where the journalism Sunday chile school, David. The young children school no more, Omonanka, almost say chrono. Me Ghana hear me, me makwasi bintina radio so say Ghana. I will not agree, and I will not allow that. So, 48 hours. 48 hours. And yes, on the radio, no, ultimately, BM. Every day, I've been at home for tuition. Because in 48 hours, Ombra radio so much with facts and evidence say, in fact, this is the evidence, the audio, the John Mahama, headmasters this year, and Ghana National Association of Teachers. You need to release a statement. You need to question a assassin radio presenter way to tell us where he got his facts from. Because in 3 days, John Mahama the course here, we know what has happened. Jimmy Fu. Yan kwasiafo yan kwhye ebechi man kwasiafo bi njimi maka otumfo de nana me odome wa beginu asantime me de bebrawo. I have told you people on countless occasions and I'm not going to pull it back. Me say me som nana no otumfo se bi otumfo do asante do Ghana the same way na me so into your otumfo de hye na wo jimi am de bebrawo. I am not going to mince words because we are not going to allow this to be the norm of the day. Never. And CBM. Nobody's stopping anybody from criticizing the government, but make sure you have your facts right. I'll be back to show you another JANDAM we need to kill. Inti yenyenwiye meba. I need to. Yanko straight. Should we go? Okay. Now, there is another JANDAM we have to kill, and it's got to do with DUMSOR. DUMSOR. Makacham say NPP sa pathway dodo mo no Jimmy. And when I say these things, I am for say me mua de me nya akwara sa o. Oh, and I'm a time NPP. This is the time they should be talking to their base that we should be humble and apologize to Ghanaians. Because of the level of arrogance ni Jimmy, you see, Ekufuado could not even apologize to Ghanaians before leaving power. But he could not also come to that level to apologize to Ghanaians. If you're a political party, I'm a opposition. People should see you in a different way. People to see you say you have changed your ways by changing the criminals. What's that? The Afenyo marking now the 137 echo position enya 80 woman as a big parliament. You are telling us say the fooling you were fooling that we did not like, you still don't care. You don't even respect us. So the same fools now say the parliament. The NPP as a political party, they lack common sense. They are stupid. Now, John Mahama has been president for 3 days. Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman has been vice president for 3 days. NPP tribal JANDAM journalists for be started, and what they are trying to do now, and say they want a year end the DUMSOR crisis now hanging around albatross a day in na Ghana na we are trying to solve 3 days now John Mahama be the president right now they are trying to tell Ghana for say John Mahama na de a DUMSOR no eba na now the Dankwa Ekufuado na Ghana so 8 years on the Baumia. 8 solid years. Every single day, on power from 2017, they told us to say we have excess power. Now, Pobe the energy minister. Amewood the energy minister. Napo the energy minister. And the question when the energy minister. Now, the question here is, so Uba and I was saying that John Mahama solve a DUMSOR. And I will be solve DUMSOR and a sour excess power. Also, John Mahama ja excess power. A then I would ja free power 3 days. Na yenya a petrol and power generators. It as a normal Ghanaian, no. Why should I blame a president or a government that has led for only 3 days? Office kro mo betina kra yenyan sorti office ne out. Baby John Mahama betina assign documents kra yenyan clean ho wiye. Ministers John Mahama be yikura no onyan yi wiye ne cabinet nye ready. The vice president office kra no on setting it up wiye. This is a preparatory period. They are trying to put a government together. Even parliament that was sworn in before John Mahama a president, you know, they are still having orientations. Parliament is still having orientations. Parliament impo the majority of Boko they have to be refreshed, they have to be taught how the standing orders work. Parliament Krampono is not operational. So what will make a journalist today quickly go on radio or on TV to say NDC are buying or some solve DUMSOR now in 3 days you may power no or no. Now what they are trying to do no and then they say they want to force you to believe say John Mahama di DUMSOR because omo party MPP no say Ghana and my catch them some from the radio TV so majority of them they don't wish this government well. Now so when you're careful na so mo kasa o TV so a obedin so munim nyansa 99% of them they are foolish and ignorant. They are stupid. They are enshrined in their tribe until they are not able to separate tribe from issues. We all need to ask very, very, very vital, simple questions. Answers. How can the government come to power 3 days? Now blame for DUMSOR. How do you do that? When Amin Adams kind budget, what happened? The mini budget before we crossed over to 2025. What happened? Now, Mamen Koname Kochrawa DB, Muntie Galway. JANDAM Renio.
So, Kaya me, I'm a Caterer because someone so can and one. Never someone called him Luzukra because they will do so around me. Before by 2017, what they told us was that most of the contract not exaggerating cost no. And you almost yet renegotiation of the impactment history. It's in our Penamama video or say before generation capacity account TMC 2014, 2015. The reason why an NBC time no DUMSOR was about what? A generational capacity. Before buying a renegotiation, we see a new generator capacity problem with them. But the problem that we had was about what? Financial capabilities. So why are we going back to DUMSOR? So between NDC and MPP, nobody didn't drop. And that's why Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy must be bold. They must have the balls to come and tell us the truth. Excuse my French. Because it's DUMSOR. And I didn't want to hear you. Here can hear issue here causing financial loss baby obi go dey jail obi go dey jail because there's no reason why I also signing power purchasing agreements people don't read me patro generation we mu read generation we mu read to abewie NDC we they have super majority in parliament but Ghana ni be a Ghana ni our citizen. And there was very important to you. They say you must read the fine details, the terms of contract. You don't want taxpayers' money. Now, I have to about you be strain anado. You be strain about me. Masa who strain no one strain you do taxpayers' money. Now you be koto kaniano. You bet you about miaka. Who pempo? You bet you about miaka. You bet you anado. You can send him till that kingdom come. You do tax no bet you aneka. You do tax better petrol mano. You do tax better diania mano. Understand the issue broadly.
She doesn't understand the issues and acting as if she understands the issues. That's my problem with this international transfer something. My issue with this thing, I don't know. Wabong on DUMSOR wabong. You see what they are trying to do? Right now, no. They want it to look like, say, 3 days now, John Mahama about power, no. The problem that has been there for 8 years, no. It is John Mahama who has to solve it. It's a money problem. It is not generation problem. That be any problem. But when to me and can't just say, Ekufuado ba omi to me do 1 megawatt eka, and I say 1 megabyte, whatever you want, eka Ghana power who 1 can, no. It's fine. Right now, no. Ni issue ni say NDC ni MPP will be try and draw. Why they try and draw? This girl, or the most daftest girl I mean who on TV, on radio. Wa bon. You can say oba bon. We were born. And you know the funny thing? Obia wa bon, they be or try in their head and they think they are smart until when they start to spew nonsense, they feel so confident in their nonsense, no more spew, no. So it makes them feel so many answer. When you listen to this thing, dear Nana Oka, well, as small can not in the 9 way. As someone all can niti and in 9 away. You people don't read. You people don't read. And a generational problem. And a capa. Me say as someone ne krakra na ne saying. The krakra say you blame the new government na aba no. Adentia DUMSOR bi ba. But in your own statement, you say May na DUMSOR wo ho. Ana meboa so June. You admitted say na DUMSOR ho ansa John Mahama be power. But did you tell the people no to say when a transition team met Ekufuado's government and asked them about to say diesel any crude na I was say the power generators no matter how say anything else stop it WAPCO from the maintenance because talk about why didn't you tell them say Ekufuado man talk adena mama santisem mumu biye Jimmy Musa adendra into your Santinina or MPP positioner Ghana issues bar and also try now with the NDC. Why now NDC they are lying to you? Who is lying to you in the NDC? Why now NDC they are lying to you? You need to be questioning the government that was in there for 8 years. That was the same thing at J.A. Kufuor. He did a lot of mess. Or say Chrono or we no Danisha Tamil Sinsem. Oye single span salary ebeto ho owie no dan no kwotena pepo so Kufuor be free power okoye redenomination owie no kwotena pepo so Kufuor be free power na de DUMSOR ojamu sha atamils nsem ye buy na say atamils ne NDs na DUMSOR ba enkwasiade we na masa start biem no. We have to dissect the government that just left office ede no bujato ho. That is the question we ask. Because as we speak today, there is no document about John Mahama Ayejuma. It's been 3 days. So why are you sitting there? The question we need to be asking is, so what did the government before do? Because we were here and na kwasiaba na pobe kache Ghana for say yeni yanko timetable yet ton chiriye and yet DUMSOR timetable. So why have we forgotten the lapses and the corruption now leading to dear Eko Sunday to come and blame this government because Kwasiaba or party free power? Who said we are not going to take care of Ekufuado? Last metina Caterer mo. Me say Ekufuado obi ambodi to obi ankuno or no be within 6 months or no ne boni be kuno. Na ne Ekufuado obe yare obewu. Obi ambodi to boni Ekufuado e di no ebe kuno. Because eyo MPP no. And you are so daft on. Anytime can say, Nipa na we be a radio now wait to no. Sanko is smarter than Nipa we and Kobe who said this is where the weakness is. Because as some can niti and in a naya wing. As some now can say, NDC and MPP they are lying. For the past 8 years, has NDC have they been in charge of anything in Ghana? NDC even in parliament. When they try to stop these fools from doing what they are doing, now one can say what the radio, so you don't want to speak on it. Inti DUMSOR bande, not DUMSOR be koswa for 3 months. Why are you blaming John Mahama? Why? When John Mahama says he's going to come solve problems, into a two problem, that's a problem that on any so Caterer wana. Wasiaba into ko Peace FM ura studio ho. Now obey jumana ya sign contract ura ha mic ni ho no. because Mike in Uko Busasa Mike when you are against a management. There's no mic. The mic is going to help you to work. The question is, before they came into power, these people were supposed to buy diesel. They refused to buy it. They used the money. So the question we need to be asking the past government is, why don't we have diesel? Because you can't tell me 3 days diesel in Asa. So tell us, how did this happen? Because even these people are about power, 3 days, they have not signed any document. So why don't we have diesel sitting there? People don't read. Now who read what you are saying? When you read, how do you understand what you read? I don't know how do you understand your cannot saying? Oh, there me yama saga when you say wabong, but I just so the answer. Ya fa Peace FM no. Ura studio say oko kind news no. Oko mic in no. Question management say where is the mic? There's no mic no. And it says time management no. You are calling them because that is what is going to help you do your job. Now, the NDC government came into office. This government told us they have solved DUMSOR and that we will not have a generational problem or whatever problem. At this point, after 3 days, there's no light, there's no diesel. Into why are we blaming the NDC? I don't hear blame John Mahama and the NDC for. Why are you telling us NDC is not telling you the truth? The people who are supposed to be questioned, on tribal political party, no, question them. Busomo, why are we here after 3 days? Ade John Mahama by omunum diesel nina. The day near Sir John Mahama ino, omukonum petrol nina. Mumusan kwasiafo no na chichide di omanimu no say. E dey na mo ka kire didn't you people tell us that you people have made sure that we have energy, we have diesel to power our generators? And these fools sit on TV. Now mo ka kire Ghana for say they should read. They still be reading via the tiasie. Any fool can read. Any fool can read. Kwasiebia to make kind. Na entiasie ni nehia. Kwasiebia to make kind or twimbia to make kind news or radio so. Na news no send e be making nyansa no ene nehia. Enti you don't read the youth of this day. Who read eh? And international eh na be boy out there be wo. Who read you know. Utini de pem ban ene e bo to. The issue is, how did we get here today? Senka John Mahama's administration they have been in power for 6 months, 7 months. Now me experience do so, then I'll be like, you know something? At least the people who left office, they were able to leave a backlog. I know. Answer on free office, no, they made sure said diesel the power plant are running. You were supposed to run from there. Before John Mahama entered office, near Doom plant, diesel new. Now the America catch Ghana for they don't read. They don't read in Ghana because what my boy international. What with the international Aberton America into Ghana for they don't read. And there was some pre with my Eddie Pokra for with him to so yakoko. Sam Kwasiade way no mobile from now. And we are not supposed to stop. We are not supposed to stop. We need to stay on them because unim Ade way a deliberate. In some na on say or can in some na kodru baby no or see baomia obetia ne kasa na ne kufo na oblemu no. What she's trying to tell you when they say abana woto and what ababoni, that is what this thing is trying to tell you. The opposite catch on say adentina woto abama John Mahama, don't blame baomia, don't blame Ekufuado. Kwasia, we shouldn't blame them. Who should we blame? For 8 good years these people were paid. For 8 good years they told us that omo power generators. And then 8 good years, 3 days away from power generators in the doom. And now yama visa na bedroom so good. I did him na empower Ghana. Mona mahemo son. Yama visa na bra na bedroom so good. Now Johnson in your diesel na petrol generator in your juma. Mo yankwasiafo. Yama mo chance ni biem. Me wimba bebre wo radio so. Opa oba wa bon wo radio so as I get away. I'm telling you. When in your catch no one radio with the ultimate catch you uko radio so come despite the obejo kwasi asam na no radio so she knows nothing. Ombreno wants me enchire na de Ombreno wants. So the JANDAM now more person this is how they want to start it. This is the strategy. So right now they are going to make you feel say problem here John Mahama de buy. They are going to make you feel say well abana woto and one to abapa. John Mahama has been president for 3 years, 3 days. 3 days. In 3 days, when we Juma John Mahama 3 days when we Juma John Mahama Kwasiafo betina Ghana so 8 years. E Juma John Mahama in 3 days in Kwasiafo ntuma nyebi. 3 days we are on radio screaming and want to bring our stupid tribal things out because your party free power. Kwasiafo MPP ba power. When to man kind of crunch and kwasiafo we. Mo betina radio so na mo to be. Na mo bubu be. And I we dey anesisi na so we dey obey the den and animo and aban we dey kwasiaba and the wenya no ebe ka say NDC who be advise NDC who be blame NDC 8 years mo betina radio so na mo bubu be kwasiafo 8 years 2017 and kwasiafo ba power na betina kurum ha ade na wantim 8 good years mo betina radio so a ye betuma bo mo voice akire mo e ho na mo bubu be an ye de anim ewiase de nipa bu a wotu mo fo mo nte na aban de se ne ebe ye no ontumi nka asem no and when we say John Mahama ni NDC aba omo de omo accommodate nkwase asem enti I say ote ebuom wo hwe na no fia se vin I say ote ebuom I say antrohwe e na otete mic ase na okeka nkwase asem why when him san trohwe ba etete mic chikeka nkwase asem question the administration na omo say omo de omo ye adwuma no share a car at Daho billions of dollars every single time. IPPs, they are independent power producers. They were telling the government, pay us our money. Radio, go and ask the IPPs how much this government is owing them. IPPs, no billions of dollars they are owing them. They were not paying them. Every time these IPPs can say, unim, you pull it out. You can't afford to be after the money they just incurred debt. You people did not see anything wrong. Kwasiafo na mo papa Japade na nke yen sanke be mu de. Na mo hwa de maka kire mo. DUMSOR JANDAM monko Kesbin. Kwasia we so kasa.
Yes, Kwame. First of all, Originapo. He has every right to tell us the state of Ghana energy, the power. They make what I say. Mr. Krapa issue ya okay. Kwame.
Yes.
Let's also babonting ebe cheye DM original poor coming. You just swipe the person, but what made details? Say what is left can only cater for this country for 5 hours, right? The oil now you can for 5 good hours. So Nelson Kura Krapa babonting obeka say no, it is never true. We left this a bit me a cater for us for beer this period of time. Then we are sad automatically you have assigned the media to cross check and I say the media to chase that fact. So we go then not obubio ni nano yeah dear one can asem year me say but you see Kwame honorable Abujnapo
yeah
Mame kasa asem we see infantry the oil
yes man
all right to do that to tell her the state but Ghanaians are not interested. Ghanaians wouldn't be interested in this. I'm telling you. He made us to understand that government needs $50 million to buy fuel. That was about 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Our parliament, as a ranking member of Energy and Mines
Committee,
he said it. So it is there that there's no money. And so today, sir, I can't only 5 gallons, even 1 liter. Obian me said there was no money. You understand? That is why we voted against this government. The reason why they voted out this country, they voted out NPP. They say, state na ni woman and conforce ye $50 million to purchase fuel for the thermal plants. And $50 million na ye nyano adia no kwa na ekọ for medum. So we voted out NPP send ye buy adia ni dum kra. That is that. And what about power?
Yes,
Kwame.
Yeah.
Me na what you conquer wo Ashanti region. And what ya umaso no. He's not interested in the technical things going on. The debate. Go and look for this money. Go and fill the gas. Today is a DUMSOR bar. Obia beka chiro say Mahama brought DUMSOR, Akufo-Addo came to kill DUMSOR, then Mahama came again, DUMSOR is there. I'm telling you. Because he's giving us a picture. Jamaican what I say. Because come here say that be kwa nebi a free case bena.
Yeah.
Microphone ya juma anabisa Kojo Preko ba meju su Mr. Kojo Preko. Mr. Kojo Preko eko. Microphone ni bi nya juma. We nya juma. Obi fufo eba. Nipa na oba because of that na a delivering koso entimi nkoso yi. Nipa na oba enkofo si Mr. Preko nyade and ye didn't echo nipa na oba he has no excuse to complain because listeners know at 8 a.m. say delivering a here omo Jamaican what I say it if you say Mr. Preko nyade and ye man na comedy perform you have no right to complain about me buy no microphones nya adwuma ne that nobody is interested in that. The otie na otie wan kokko no wonim saade no woni ha and wetie yai. They should move and go and work. Whether Herbert Krapper will come out with idea you and you say and so addressing here as I say more details. Yes, as a former energy minister, we need details. Jamaican what I say, but one farmer who loses. No. Yes, he's gone. That is why people were not interested in Boache Jacon's jargons. He was telling us that NDC have signed a contract, take-or-pay contract with independent power producers. We were paying $40 million every month. Nobody was interested in that. What we're interested in say keep the light on because Mahama brought your friend say Ameri Mebwa. He brought Ameri. And car power. Yeah. And 3 months before the election, there was no DUMSOR.
Yes, man.
Election 2016, there was no DUMSOR. It's a fact, Mebwa. So you came to power. Nessa normal air Kochua. Tell the people the truth and find question the previous government. They are gone. There's no amount of excuse, no amount of technicalities and legalities. To tell us say who the bibi question and do don't Akufo-Addo say be crown or say be asabi or we na you be papa bit in the baby he's watching. So go and fix the problem then move on. So go can be the power. I would have wished Kwame this country yes swallow your egos. Now you borrow ideas. Salif Johnson told President Mahama, which I read it yesterday, that John, you have a major role to play as you leave the state house. You still have a major role to play to develop Ghana, Africa, and worldwide because we need your competence. We need ideas. Some normal American tis how other advanced countries no more advanced no. You call Badebia and Argentina how. Alan has the great transformational plan. He said that let us use nuclear. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is telling you that we use solar panels so that it can cut down the energy cost.
Sir, Wangasa Wati, Kesben FM. Wabot tie. I call any specialty in the day. I debate no Xposes. I debate not entertainment so. Or Kasati said you name answer. Don't can you name Kwasiasem? He's pained. Maybe some people almost simple question. Did he know Sena Ghana deca over $50 million and Sana MPP free power? It took Abu Jinaport John to come and tell us on as a ranking member in parliament and Obeka Chere before elections to say Ghana deca. You hear this amount of money. Did he know? Wakwashe Cambodia suit bia etwa pai. Here are the Jagopo. Wakwashe Cambodia suit etwa pai akọ eye race course akọje tie. Ni shirt mu yakoye alteration wo hotem ho because na adwene sa santufu agimi. Enti wabetena ho. Me see the question I want to ask him and that fool sitting there so he host no. They do no research. Obudi fufu mo ho kan mo ho bomb ben kwan. No better radio so I'm calling my petition. The question is Sanka Jinapo John, I'm the country before say, you hear $50 million and over, and send in your power, Anka win him. Why don't you ask the NPP say, why didn't they tell us that? We are kwasia. We are dying. Muma Jimmy Moti radio, so you don't understand what you are doing. Into Sanka Abu Jinapo and the country about 3-4 months ago. Say, you hear over $50 million. And sana Canadian Jinaso from some timer. And think who are to one. I don't know when we saw MPP no. Say, I didn't know one the country say Kadaho. Kwasia, and no their own person can want them. But you are quick to say they should solve the problem. Sanka MPP no catch a year ago say a Kadawa and Kata problem would have been solved. And Kakwasie and Kasikam near campaign and can solve this problem no. And $60 billion now mkochano Bank of Ghana no and can solve a problem no. And Kakwasie Caterer and can solve a problem no. Where Jimmy? So you knew. Why didn't you blame? Why were you not blaming the government for hiding such an information from us? You want to blame John Mahama? Kotreba. Moana mo bodam. Mo. Ayana mo bodam. Mo just say nyina na dibo from kwan. Mo bodam. Mo bodam. Mo just say efo. Me say ayana mo bodam. Wo ochina wo kan sport. Ochina wo kan entertainment. Na akwa ofre he. To so say onim nyansa. Asema wo kan nyansa ba kumpo nim nyansa. Enti John Mahama be di president 3 days no. Our party in Kwasia Party MPP now for 8 years they knew that they were building debt. No, I'm hiding from Ghanaians. No, you are not blaming those people, but you are rather blaming a government that has been in power for 3 days. Oh, your chain. And that so because radio so near the Juma Mobi, na so bana Mike ni Juma, na se nipa no oh Debiano, mama chere de omoye. We foolish MPP boys so. Oh so okasa no, osian ne ma ne na bi o konkoli. Edin obebo no nte da omo create impression bi to utrim say omo asefo ne de omo yenkurasefo nti omo de omo nti bibia ase nti de bia say steady boys we wo asantefo radio so a na akobo kro bi say oh me na bi o won kwantambrade ono de obeti ase because opese unya idea bi say ono na asefo no nko school na asefo ne de omo no omo te say robot omo no you cannot convince them sa no omo de aye ye nuanom asantefo ne bia beduru ha what is so akasa ne na bi otetema nena na bia bi otesunyane dabi obebo din bi na wa kire wo se omo de omo ye nkurasefo enti omo nkurasefo de ohiane ne kanea na wanka ne kura nche kurasini na ebe de no so ba ekromni eni tina na Kwasi ampani ka kire Ghanafo ene asantefo ene asanteman se omo de t-shirt ni gele every se na adwini mu no ebi mu ye nkurasefo enti sa small boy we na nimu ba we se amane na asia begina o say I solve it because we don't okay me see John Abu Jinapo from your own mouth also ordinary beka kire say MPP for ye deka over $50 million. Did the MPP say it was a lie? We Jimmy for na momodin say ye nyina ye mo ate say mo bi on momodin say mo betima tena radio so am misinformed Ghana for senka o ye journalist a onim nyansa o nya journalist o radio na afo and obetina bi so senka wo so ya branch a onim nyansa the first question you need to be asking is say so why didn't the NPP tell us that there was a debt sitting there? Yeah, and then the chest onim nyansa we Jimmy mo de pain mo de tribe na ye edien mo de politics and intia de bia no mo wie no na mo to da hot say akoko kontwa mo de tribe ni pain mo mfa nyansa enya politics and discussing national issues because the question is simple. So abino no hide a candy from Ghana for that abino is an abaya and it's obiati omo and then we are not supposed to blame this government because there was debt. When they call it or raises our alarm no the same John Abu Jinapo, why are you not applauding him and telling the MPP they have deceived Ghanaians? Because for the past 8 years it means NPP nim say ekada ho no mutena so and omo nim say den debi no omo wini power omo sa dada mo inti ende no sa better clear say na ekada ho. Why are you blaming John Mahama and the NDC? Echo you giant. Go back to your lessons. Oko church nyama bi go paper so oka se ba ko no ahwe a modwen se ye nyina ye Jimmy on se okasa no o se krapa na oye se ECG boss se de no ebeka se no na nka o se krapa no den maye more clarification se ne be ya be hu se ne beka se now what stops you from going to krapa to question him? Wait, GB4. What makes you a media house? What stops you from calling Krapa on your show to question him and ask him those relevant questions? Oh, Chama Krapa na or your crop willingly. Wababo Chabaka natural. Lazy ass niggas. And I'm to radio so. Lazy ass niggas. Go there and work. Ojain Krapa no NMB Chichi. Question Krapa. Go to him and question him. But you are sitting there for the Krapa who is a criminal to come and tell you he's a criminal. You are not going behind the scenes to go do your own checks. When John Abujinapo raised the issue, said we needed $50 million. Did you approach the minister then? Did you approach the energy boss then? You are fools. We are more dirty people. Mono no petition ko di bofro nkwa betra radio so a mo hunyanyan na mo tutu ntosuo. Mo bu nkwasi abe. Eno na mo pese Ghana fo gidi na mo de say kuro no. No. We need to be very, very honest in our deliberation and our discussions. Where is the problem coming from? Now, just said John Mahama mobile and $300 million daho and what jua to be or de asla any air those contingency fund to one. Can you say we have a problem today? In Kwasia for we buy a debate John Mahama fund the bio creative in 9 where would you much know they finished the money. They did not leave anything. Introduce John Mahama to scan come back just a power never doom. Who wants to be associated with a DUMSOR? We are boa. Hey, mo me mamu warning. Me mamu serious warning. Because what you people are doing, you don't want this country to move forward. I have no problem when you speak the truth. I have no problem. So what can you create omo mutie una? Me no any problem yeah. But some person the mic way say krona. You better say first. And sometimes people are like Kevin. You are not supposed to say people should go after them. Massa, Mike back say and say Rwanda. Mike, one person. Because of lies. Because of lies. Into millions of people. Because of Kwasiebi. Now Semba Kubia. Or yeah, now you so be trying to track crew into say the whole country. Let us not underestimate the power of a mic. Let us never do that. Let us not hide behind we are not going to be then somebody. No, we need to let them understand because and rules and regulations. Every job be your rules governing the job. There's a reason why when you become a journalist, when you sit on radio, there are rules and regulations you need to work within. Because the moment you get out of that periphery or that rule, you are causing chaos and you are basically causing harm. And that is what these people are doing. They are not sticking to the facts. They are stepping out of the facts and then touching on people's sentiment, nerves. They are trying to incite groups against a government. That is dangerous. And they need to understand. It is dangerous. It can destroy this nation. It can destroy a whole generation. You don't let any fool sit there and say because your radio sunti me say. Let's take this simple. When a man who say a kadaho that napo or three mukrobo no napo catch Ghana for say the car. Yekobusa napo say DUMSOR ba no say nyanko timetable kwasi afo mutena ho di manka bibia. John Abujinapo no ye NDC ne beka kire mo say meti committee so e ka da ho nie mukọ minister no question no manye mo sora no panama question full suit abetena ho adan a ye ne e wa santime mu ye de tickets be ye ne nim nyansa. You could not approach the government. You could not pose the questions. You allowed the debt to swell. And after a couple of months, I could do $90 million. Odo kwasia de woto achinchere to say on tiasie na ona na bia oti konkono one de on tiasie we agimifo eno na ye dane no ye be ma wo na na tiasie say wo udi na tro na ye pese oti no kure na se se bia mutwa atro to John Mahama so so na DUMSOR ba ya and the Ghana for be hu no kure no ye mpeni biem e ma mutwa sa antro no wo na na oti konkono no ye be ka no kure akire no agimifo mutiti radio so na nkwase asem mutiti radio so mutu fin mon kenkan my adwene say ye de enka binyanko di ma o ga we de otomfo anka radio minimum no we de menya na yi ase sankwase ade na mutu radio so you are not looking at the bigger picture. You are not looking at the issues. Look at the real issues. Who is supposed to be blamed here? I nana kufu ade there or really biti baby into on the mfa no ho hwe. That is why we call account. Oh, when you get journalists sit on radio and TV to say the past government inti damage nyina no enya problem enya problem a oye kwasea so tie journalists at the radio so obi also ka politics I catch you say oh aban no buy no sa aban no o ma be say bibia e say do ma wie mu na mo power the ebema power no aye adwuma no say ye be kwakoso sankofo no pa is part of the governance. The accountability part is part of the governance. In kwasiafo we upaman ne NDC for NDC MPP for Tringu oma betra ho akem yehu bi da we dia witch hunting kwasia. How do you want us to solve our problems? How do you want us to get our money back? 90 million no and 50 million no why papa na emetua wo o ho apre a utu ushutu ati no pastor out it radio so e kasa utru mu nyina adori nsuwe wo ubetume $50 million. Where should we go get the money? Mahama ban den okasa another tax abeto so akwasi ampe wa betra kase and the NDC and the tax aba intin kwasi afo no mu wie sika no. Why are you telling us omu de omu wie omu ti omu baby? No, they are still supposed to answer questions. They are supposed to be questioned. They are supposed to show us why this happened. Accountability is very vital when it comes to nation building. You cannot neglect accountability and expect a government to be able to succeed. No. Intimo sa jimino Mumi enjai. The problem we are seeing today, MPP in the course here, and they need to prove to us say, enyomo, I was say omo sikano omutia. A whole journalist sit and say, Ekufuor the we are kotinandi onum ni wi inti ye na yembre. Inti Ekufuor the nen nkwofo no sika ombe wi ana, you should not worry about it. But Mahama nkope sika mbra. Na wo papa na asase say. Yaka so obi anfa ne papa asase mbra wo papa wa asase. Yaka so obi anyi 20,000 Ghana obenya bi. Free instead of you to demand people to account for their stewardship no or kwasi to wash a race course tie gin so uni nyansa chen unua santini na ono gina kejetia e tompo boa no adwene ya wo say what the case been nti sa Jimmy Kasa we bi and this is the JANDAM sanyuma we yam pene mane nkoso. I am telling you Ghanaians, yeah, me started the 2025 season. I have not started. Me say 2025, I've not opened my season yet. But when it is necessary for me to step in, I'll step in. Anything in the umuha. And sign your way no person started to meet Mama Mani Juma. Let's give John Mahama the room to work. 3 days, the John Mahama, 8 years, Ekufuor or whatever to manye. 3 days, the John Mahama or Ghana. 8 years, Sankwasiafo went to manye. No pressure from anybody. No pressure. Because Kwasiafo, you didn't give Ekufuor any pressure. No animal should give John Mahama pressure. He needs to work at his own pace. He is ready to serve and is willing to work. His experience, his record shows. The kind of people he's appointing now is showing, say, Monkwasi people, no pressure, no fool should try to come sit on radio. Baby, ma NDC for pressure. Baby, yes, I didn't there. And they won't take a break because speed in there, banner. I bet it's some force in a You people should get these things right. John Mahama and the NDC, every government to be a baby, we have the right to criticize the government. It's a fact. We'll be able to criticize them, but it should be constructive. You need to have facts. It needs to make sense. But so why dream be say or power no or when people need free power into person by force or the pressure be by NDC so and the Ghana nenya would de and yes so de. We are going to stay on you fools for a long time. We are not going to stop. We are going to kill JANDAM. John Mahama, Professor Nano Pokwajiman, NDC government, no pressure. 8 years, Kwasiafo, mama pressure. Ekufuor to me ba asantimemu no akache kwabere for so me Kwasiafo onyo mo kwan don pere mo ye enwan na mo mbe ma hyehyɛ mo nantem se mfui mo ntuma nkasa achichidie we a sebio yetuli hyehyɛ box mu koton no oba asantimemu de na konwa betena so e ka kire mu nyina mu gu asantimemu se kwabere for omfam Kwasianko onya kwan omonto omonto mu nyina mo be ma dane te se e de poki e hyehyɛ mo nantem mo tena ho din toto be Kwasiafo mo be aba ana mo be bube ana mo be kire mmema asem. No pressure from nobody. John Mahama is going to work. You have the right to criticize. It should be constructive. Don't try. Nobody in Ghana on Hinio, Sofuo, Konfuo, nobody can give John Mahama pressure. Money bosom net 8 years. When to man the pressure. We are ready to help build this nation. See, NDC government is not wronger. People like us, we will use the facts to criticize them. Yeah. When the NDC government is wronger, I will not just come and sit here and say, hey, I'll bring the documents to criticize them. That is what we are going to do from today. Bring your facts to criticize. Do not use that's our pain, that everlasting pain that is going to be there for about 36 years. And some who power be, don't try and use that everlasting pain to try and confuse Ghanaians. We are going to make sure the right things are done. We are going to make sure the government is given the room to deliver. We are going to make sure, say, every single thing be Obia need the right to think, say, obey to me the pain, yaw, be on the party, and quasi party be every power, any tribe or time be babatina radio. So you people won't take your break. John Mahama, no pressure. Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, no pressure. They are the presidents in Ghana. They will work and we believe in them. There's hope today. And we will make sure we guide them. We try everything possible to criticize them constructively with the right evidence to make sure they deliver for Ghanaians. That's it. Well, you saw the other way. After this short break, Abuache, Ebetwaso.
Mamena PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are, and the those are the issues. And then Unipa are not ready for just ordinary endorsement, but people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV, and I'm recommending say Obi Biana who feels traditional media and why you're bored with it, I'm gonna live up to expectation. Your next last stop, PENDREAM TV.